Today on the net, Reynaldo Bignone, the last Argentine dictator, sentenced to 25 years in prison. The election campaign in the United Kingdom moves online. And web users are posting photos of their cuddly toys on holiday. 82-year-old Reynaldo Bignone, the last Argentine dictator, was sentenced to 25 years in prison on Tuesday for several crimes against humanity committed between 1976 and 1978. 6 other former officials from the military regime were also sentenced to between 17 and 25 years imprisonment. Families of the victims are welcoming this news online. As this Argentine blogger highlights, the families are relieved about the verdict. They congratulate the way in which the trial was held, but above all the fact that the accused will serve their sentences in a federal prison and will not be put under house arrest. Others used videos to share their joy at seeing these officials from the military regime finally being convicted for their crimes, as we see here. Despite this verdict, part of the population remains mobilized to continue shedding light on the thousands of political opponents that disappeared during this time. The site desaparecidos.org looks back over this dark period in the country's history and, backed up by testimonials, denounces the military's action. The Association of Mothers Whose Children Disappeared During the Dictatorship continues its fight for truth. The mothers are extremely active online and parade once a week in the capital, Buenos Aires, asking the authorities to not forget their children nor the other victims of the dictatorship. Finally, this organization campaigns for an accurate reconstruction of Argentina's history and against censorship. It's composed of the children of victims of the dictator, and they talk of their fight on the organization's website so that their parents' story is not forgotten. The election campaign in the United Kingdom is in full swing, with a second televised debate today between the 3 main contenders for Prime Minister. But the different political parties are also using the web as battleground to rally their supporters and attract the country's voters. Facebook and YouTube have organised an interactive debate so that British citizens can have their say. On this platform, web users can ask questions to the leaders of the 3 main parties and vote for the questions they feel are the most pertinent. Labour's Gordon Brown, Conservatives' David Cameron and the Liberal Democrats' Nick Clegg will then submit their answers by video on the 28th of April, 10 days before voting day. This initiative is aimed at British web users in general, but others target specific social groups. Numerous political personalities have each had their turn in taking part in a chat session over the past few weeks with users of this forum for mums. And faced with all this campaigning, voters are also keeping busy. One Scottish man has set up this collaborative website. It aims to compile all available information on the candidates so that electors have everything they need to make an informed decision once inside the polling booth. The site Tweetminster is trying to set in order all election-related messages posted on Twitter, a way in which to sound out public opinion in real time. A rise in popularity has been noted for the election's outsider, the Liberal Democrat Party. Alice in Wonderland. This is what a digital book of the future could look like. iPad has just released an interactive version of Alice in Wonderland. The application looks to the first illustrated edition of the book published in 1865 for inspiration, and the original drawings are brought to life using the new physics engine of Apple's new tablet PC. This innovation could be a landmark in the short history of digital books. Holidaymakers are ignoring the camera and preferring to put their favourite toys centre stage. This type of holiday picture is becoming increasingly popular on the blogosphere. Kermit the Frog, belonging to a German couple, is one of the most well-known examples. And certain travel agencies are trying to capitalise on this trend. One of them is suggesting your cuddly toy takes a short trip to Prague. These images were taken from a surveillance camera in a grocery shop in Tulsa in the US state of Oklahoma. A robber enters the shop by the roof and sets off the alarm. He tries to escape the same way he came in using a ladder, but in his haste the man is less skillful and falls 7 times. He does manage to escape before the police get there though.